Welcome to Be Bold Branding, where we discuss the power of differentiating yourself through your own unique story and standout personal brand. Today's guest is one of our BrandFace real estate clients from Richmond, Virginia, and she's going to share with us her thoughts about her journey as a BrandFace and how she feels about her new brand today. I'm Tanya Everhart, founder of BrandFace. We help business stars differentiate themselves, and we do that through personal branding.
And I'm Michael Carr. I'm the COO of BrandFace. I was actually a client before I became a partner in the company. We're the only comprehensive personal brand building system across the globe. And we do the Be Bold podcast to show people how to get the fear out of putting themselves out there, just like the special guest that we have here today. We'd like to welcome Sundra Johnson to the podcast. Hi, Sundra.
Hello, how are you?
Fantastic.
We're so happy to have you on. You know, I just felt an awesome connection to you from the very beginning, Sundra, and so pleased and honored to have you in our program. Let's start by just telling everybody how and why you got into real estate in the first place.
Well, how I got into real estate was because I had over 25 years of contracting experience, government contracting experience. And I saw an ad in a paper one day, and because I was tired of doing contracting. And so I said, let me see about this ad on real estate. And I got my real estate license, and I waited a year, put it on the shelf for a year. And then when I got ready to leave out of that position, I decided, okay, what am I going to do now? And I looked and saw, oh, I have this real estate license here. Let me try that. And so the rest is history.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. And how long have you been in real estate?
I've been in real estate. That was 2004. I actually began my own brokerage in 2011.
I got you. Yeah. So you've weathered some storms for sure. Like
Absolutely.
You're one of us.
Seen a couple of markets.
Seen a couple of different markets. All right.
And actually, I'm going to add to that, Michael, because Sundra is involved in a lot of different things. You know, she has done a lot of work in, you know, for mission trips. She's a minister. She has her own nonprofit program that she started for women. And Sundra, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Let's start with the real estate side though, because all of that plays into your brand as an agent. And I kind of wanted to set the tone up for that.
Absolutely, it does.
Because your brand actually is about more than just being the real estate agent.
It is. And that's why I say if people only see me as a realtor, then they really don't know who I am, because I'm much more than a realtor. Not that I wear all these different hats, but life has called me into all these various positions in people's lives. And so my real estate is a part of my ministry, and ministry feeds into the real estate. A lot of the members that we have tend to use me because they feel that they can trust me. I'm known for being a person of integrity and trustworthiness. And so that feeds into a lot of the business that I do receive. No
doubt. And it plays into exactly what it is that we teach, is that personal branding. It's personal branding. It's so important because all of these things are important to you, and they're important to the people that want to do business with you. So why did you decide to come into the BrandFace family?
Oh, wow. BrandFace. It's been the best thing. I received an ad one day. Of course, we receive a lot of emails, a lot of promotions, a lot of ads come in just due to the business that we're in. And so I have tried different things over the past, and always trying to reinvent, always trying to improve, always trying to grow the business, grow myself. And so when I saw you all's ad, it really appealed to me. And it really spoke to who I am as a person, and as what I try to represent as far as my business is concerned. And so I said, okay, let's try this. And I talked with Miss Tanya, and she really, we kind of hit it off from the beginning. And so I felt a connection there. I felt like I could trust you all with what you had said you were going to be able to do as far as helping me to brand and rebrand my business. And so you all have done just that. You've done an awesome job with it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
That does mean a lot to us.
It sure does. And I remember early on having a discussion with you about about the complexities of all the different things you're involved in and how important that was. And just, you said that to me, if I don't want to just be known as a real estate agent, I want to be known for some of the other things I'm doing too, because those are the things that are truly important to real estate clients. And so I remember assuring you that, hey, our team is well equipped for this. We're going to pull something together that fuses all those things into one, instead of one woman this Sundra and this Sundra and this Sundra, 6 different Sundras. There's just one Sundra with 6 different missions, right? 6 different things that make the complexity of your brand. And that's pretty much, where we went with that. Was there anything specifically that you were afraid of coming into the program?
Well, one of the things was that I would not have the time to participate was one of the things, because I do wear so many hats, and because I am dealing with a lot of different clients, that they would not feel shortchanged, because, they can appreciate that I'm trying to rebrand myself, but at the same time, when they want to go buy their house or sell their house, they want your undivided attention. And so just being able to balance everything out, which I was able to do, and to still gain greatly from the program.
That's excellent. And I'm glad to hear it too. Let's talk
is.
about your brand. Let's share that with everybody. What's your brand identifier and how does it fit you?
My brand identifier is making dreams a reality. And so that fits in with everything I do, everything I'm representing here at JNS Real Estate. And it is because I help people's dreams become a reality. And that is just when I started really looking at it, is that is what I do. And that's what makes us who we are. People come to us, they talk to us about their dreams, their wishes, their desires to be homeowners. And a lot of people have been, some of the clients that we've been working with for maybe a few years before their dreams do become a reality. But again, just letting them know and encouraging them and letting them know that they can get there.
Love that. I love it. And Sundra, you also, I don't love it just because it fits you so well and all the other hats, that we were talking about, because that making dreams a reality is a resounding theme in all of the verticals that you work in and stuff. But I have to say it, people worry about the disruptors in the world and the big Z and R and all those guys that are going to steal all our business. They're never going to do that for your clients. They're never going to make dreams become reality for like you will and your agents do on your behalf. So, my hat's off to you, an indie broker just like myself, that is making a difference in people's lives from a position of authenticity. It's awesome. It's really awesome to see.
It sure is. And this is a nice segue into tell just a little bit, Sundra, just so people can get to know who Sundra the person is. Let us know a little bit about the mission work that you've done and what you do within your church and women's group, your nonprofit.
Well, I am actually an elder, ordained minister and elder at my church. We have several thousands of members, and we do stream out to the world. We are a worldwide ministry, and we do worldwide missions. Some of the missions trips I have been on have been to Dubai, to Kenya, to Ghana, to several different places doing women's ministry. Actually headed up a women's conference at one point in a couple of those instances. And so I also started a nonprofit, which is called Release the Greatness. And it's about empowering women to release the greatness that's within them, which is basically walking out your purpose in life. We all have purpose for being here. And so it's like finding that purpose and walking it out.
I love it.
I
I
do.
love it. Let me tell you why I love it so much. I was raised by a single mother. I've got all sisters and I've got 3 daughters and one son. So like I can't throw a football, but I can braid hair. So I'm all for the empowerment of women because I've been surrounded by some really great ones all my life. And I like to see that. So it's really fantastic.
I do too. And I knew I was dealing with a force the day that she came in to the program, because there's just so much that, and I think, always we take this very personal ourselves. So when we go through brand messaging, which is the story behind the person, we look at that very, very carefully. And the only thing that hurts about this is that the biography can't be 8 pages long, right? Because there's so much here. But I think our talents and skills of our team come together when we are able to look at those things and say, okay, in the least amount of words possible, how can we express the significance of what this human being brings to the world and to her clients, and that those are the things that are tough for us. And I believe I might have even said to you, as I've said to a few people over the years, thanks a lot, you caused us a lot of work. It was really hard. But all in a very loving way, because it does make it very difficult, but it's also challenging and wonderful. And so it's really, really good to have that come together. Tell us, what was the easiest part about the branding process and what was the hardest part for you, Sundra?
Well, I guess the easiest part is that you all don't leave us to ourselves. You help to walk us through it. Which, as I said, I've been a part of several different programs that did not pan out, but I'm paid out several thousands of dollars over the years. But just having that consistency of being there and being available to us, and taking us by the hand and sort of walking us through it and not letting us get lost in the process of trying to go get that next client, which, as we know, even in real estate, that can happen sometimes. And I know a lot of my business is by referral. And so I'm always cognizant of how I am relating to that particular client at that particular moment, so that, again, they have a great experience. And so I did have a great experience. That was easy, but the hard thing again was, just making sure that I did my part and that I stayed on point, because of all the hats that I do wear, that I can get, kind of busy, but we've been told to say not busy, I'm being productive. And so I'm being productive a lot these days. And so,
I like it.
Just having to make sure again that I stay true, and still even now, after this process, has making sure that I still stay on track with everything and making sure that I implement everything that I have been able to accomplish.
That is really a great answer. And it brings something that we have to illuminate, that you continue to do that we can't stress that enough. I've been a brand face now for going on 8 years, and we still religiously do what we're supposed to do as brand face people. We continue to practice those things that we teach, and we teach people like you. And so it is very important that now you stay diligent to that. I tell people when they get through the program, you don't leave our family, like you're still a part of that, because we want to constantly help with people's business as it grows, because that's exactly what it's going to do. And staying diligent to those principles is what causes that to happen. How does your brand make you feel bolder about you and your business?
Well, just having that identifier helped me to narrow down to saying that, yes, that is what I am about. And again, I have seen the business grow tremendously as a result of narrowing and getting the focus in on it to say, okay, this is who I am. This is who my business is. This is who my client and my customer is. And just, again, narrowing that down so that you're not, you go after all these rabbits and you don't catch any. And so it's like, let's see which 2 or 3 or whatever that I'm going to go after. Let's focus in on that.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's so poignant.
exactly. And how do those things in your mind, Sundra, help you secure that business? What does it do in the mind of your client?
Well, it helps them to even identify who I am. They kind of knew, they kind of, but then when they went out, I had a lot of compliments on the website to say, wow, I like that. They liked, the new improved version.
Mhm.
And again, you all help with the flow of everything and with the wording and just making sure that the colors are there. Everything, every piece and every part is thought about and strategically put together so that again, it can help to be able to identify to my customer base exactly who Sundra Johnson is.
Mhm.
And I'll bet you hear from a lot of people, oh, wow, that really is you.
Yeah.
Because in reality, it truly is you. It's just like something, it's like you found your brand soulmate, right? It's like, wow, that fits. That's the bow that goes on top of that present.
Yeah, I found that to be the case, really. We say that a brand doesn't help other people recognize how you are. It helps you also to live up to that for your clients. So it's a constantly evolving process of living up to those promises that we make to our clients and our customers, and then them realizing that. And I enjoy that most about being a brand face, and then helping other people become that, and having that brand identifier that it helps them be better at who they are and fulfill that drive that led them to that position.
And that's just the beginning. Having the brand
Yeah.
identifiers is like we say, it's kind of like the cover of the book that you see it as, 75-mile-an-hour glance. You can't put everything on the cover, but the things you put on the cover need to be captivating or eye-catching, attention-getting enough to get somebody to want to open that first page of the book. And that's what that brand identifier really does.
It does. There'll be a lot of real estate agents, brokers, other entrepreneurs, of which you are definitely an entrepreneur, out there that are afraid to put themselves out there for this reason or that reason. They come up with a million different excuses of why. What would you say to them about becoming a brand face and building their personal brand?
I would say it'd be the best decision they could make for themselves, for their business, for their agents, if they have agents under them, as I do as a brokerage. But it would just be the best decision they could make, to not doubt themselves, even if they have, as I had done in the past, tried others. This one is different. I know that everybody says we're different, but I can assure them that this program is different, that you all do honor what you say that you're going to do, and you have stood behind that, and you're bringing valuable information and resources to us. It's not just, just something that you just throw out there and see if it sticks, or you just saying whatever just to be popular or taking the popular thing to say at the moment. But it's where you all have really done your research and you've done your training and you make sure of what's important for the real estate industry at this present time. And so it's always staying on the cutting edge. We don't have to worry about it, some warmed over yesterday information, which sometimes we get that also. And it's not even relevant now. It's not even relevant in this market, but you all make sure that you do stay on the cutting edge and that you bring us up-to-date information, real-time information and resources so that, again, we can grow our businesses. And I really appreciate that.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That means a lot. That is our goal.
You
That's
bet it
definitely our
does.
goal.
You bet. I'm so happy to have you on here. Honored to have you in the BrandFace family. Don't you go anywhere. Stay with us for life. Just hang in there. You can join us on any webinar moving forward that we do, and definitely stay in touch with us.
Well, thank you all for having me. It's been a joy, and I don't plan on going anywhere because I'm looking at what is to come. I know just by putting that brand identifier out there and continuing to stay on track and continue to grow with you all that the sky's the limit.
That's awesome. I feel the exact same
Agreed.
way. And it's really cool to be a part of this group because we all are seeking that new information, whatever that new wave is, and not just the flash in the pan stuff. There's so much about our industry that has been the same for 100 years and it'll stay the same for another 100 years. And then there's other portions of it that we have to learn and mix those things together. But I feel like it's the very bright future, especially in the real estate industry in the United States for the next many years. Super, super glad to know you now and have you part of the group and bring your expertise to the rest of the group as you applied these BrandFace principles like I have, and that's going to really help us be more valuable to each other over the course of time. So thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. And to those of you that are out there, if you have any questions about your brand, or you want to learn more about your brand in any industry, not just in real estate or mortgage industry or insurance industry, we deal in every entrepreneurial industry that's forward facing. And if you want to know how you stand with that, or you want to get started on your brand conversation, go to discussyourbrand.com and you can schedule a free 30-minute session with any of our staff members. Sometimes you get us on the phone. We love to do that when we can and discuss where you're at with your brand. So that's discussyourbrand.com, totally free to you, and we'll help you get started, or we'll help you improve what you've already started.
All right. And if you like what you heard today, we encourage you to like it, love it, share it, and ding, subscribe so you can be the first one to know when the next podcast premieres.
Yep. Hey, folks, it's all about prosperity. That's why we do these things. When we say prosperity here, we're not just talking about money. Money is just a portion of that. We're talking about a true 360 of the abundant life that we wish for every one of you. And we know here at BrandFace that prosperity favors the bold. So we say, be bold, folks, especially with your brand. And thank you, Ms. Sundra. And thank you, Ms. Tanya.
Thank you, guys. All right. We'll see you next time on Be Bold Branding. Thrive Real Estate Education is a proud sponsor of Be Bold Branding. Thrive is the only online free continuing education school in the country. To find out if they're participating in your home state, go to alwaysfreece.com. All courses are approved and certified by the Real Estate Commission.